Hello, esteemed investors. It's with great pleasure and joy I bring to you this very exclusive interview with one of our MDs, the MD of one of our trending farmland right now in Nigeria. So I have come with a whole book of your questions so you can hear from the horse's mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me our very own MD.
Good afternoon,
Good
everyone.
afternoon, sir. Please, may we meet you? Let's.
Okay. My name is Dr. Kene Ndubude Matthew. I'm the MD CEO of Zebulon Homes and Properties Limited.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, sir, for this time that you have given to us. So these are questions we've been asked.
Yeah.
And we want you to use your mouth to chop the onions. Our people want you to tell us. So
we have
no, it will not smell. Okay, so we want you to tell us. See this book.
Yeah.
Is your question?
Not a problem. Man.
Okay, so your questions are no problems. So first of all, tell us about Olamide Agro Farm City.
Okay, Olamide Agro Smart City
rather.
is actually an innovative agro real estate project. It is land banking like never before. So what I mean by that is people only make money from land when they build on it or when they sell that land. But we said no, you don't need to sell your land that you own or build on it before you can start making money. And then there's also a problem of food insecurity in Nigeria. Food are very expensive. So we decided, what are we going to do to solve all these problems? And that's how we introduced Olamide Agro Smart City. People are doing farming, but not like Olamide Agro Smart City. They will tell you, come and buy land, go and farm, or buy land, and then I will farm it for you. But they don't have where to sell it.
Okay.
That's why I can comfortably tell you, you are getting XYZ amounts from our farm because we are doing the management of the farm. We are doing cultivation, management of the farm, and also we have an off-taker that can't even wait for us to get the cassava ready. So we do the whole process and then we sell that because we have locked in on a price with them for 1 year. Whether the price goes up in the market or the price comes down in the market, none of their business. That is from that price is where we're not telling you you are getting this XYZ amount of pay by the time you do harvest.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. So one question, why cassava farming?
Wow. That's the question a lot of people ask me. The truth is that cassava, like I tell everybody that cares to know, cassava is not a food crop. Cassava is actually a raw material.
Wow.
Number one, cassava is not a native of Africa. Cassava was imported into Africa from Brazil.
Okay.
But today, Nigeria is the largest largest producer of cassava in the world, even more than Brazil. And then Thailand is the largest exporter of starch from cassava. So now, another thing you also get from cassava is that you can get starch from cassava, which you use it for a lot of things. Like
we eat it.
Yeah, we eat. Yeah, people eat. People in the south eat starch.
No, look at me. We eat starch. All right.
So now, if you come into the pharmaceutical space, now when you get a tablet, that coating on that tablet is not the drug. The drug is inside. So they use the starch as a binder for pharmaceutical drugs. So starch is even, if you understand. So most of those things are from cassava. Now, do you know that the noodles we eat, the spaghetti we eat, is gotten from cassava?
Are you kidding me?
Yes, because we produce cassava flour from cassava. You use the flour to do bread, and you can also use it to. So they now extend it to now use it to do spaghetti and noodles. They now package it and now they sell. So can you see that? Now, there's also what we call ethanol.
Yeah.
Ethanol is used for beer making, to make sanitizers, to make even perfumes, and then to make alcohol. Yes, spirits and the rest of it. And that is also gotten from cassava.
Okay.
Now, from the cassava as well, you get what we call methanol. Okay. So methanol can be gotten from sugarcane and also cassava. As I'm talking to you today, if you go to Brazil, there are cars driving on methanol, and that is gotten also from cassava as well.
Okay.
Now, there's what we call sorbitol. So if you go home now, look at the back of your toothpaste. You will see written there sorbitol. So that sorbitol is used to do, is gotten from cassava. In fact, our partner is the only company in Africa that generates or that gets sorbitol from cassava.
Wow.
No other person does that.
Okay.
So they use it to do toothpaste, they use it to do mouthwash, and then they also use it to do syrup that children drink.
Wow.
So can you see why cassava is cassava?
Yeah.
Now, why we're investing in cassava rather. And now from cassava, we get what we call hydrogen gas, which
Okay.
this is not known to anybody now, but I'm giving you secret. Secret. The world is migrating from fossil fuel to green energy, right?
Yeah. Yes.
The entire Europe does not have sun. Most time of the year,
true.
because you see winter, you see that. So solar energy is not an alternative. It's not an alternative for them in
Europe.
Yeah, in Europe, and also in transiting into green energy. But do you know what they are depending on?
No, sir.
They are depending on biogas.
Okay.
But now you cannot generate light from biogas or generate energy from biogas without hydrogen gas. So tell me where you can get the hydrogen gas now.
From cassava.
From cassava.
Wow.
So now the world will soon turn to cassava for green energy. So if you join our project today, you are
going ahead.
You are ahead of the pack.
Yeah.
So what it means is that the energy transition of the world, you're already playing in that game. That's why I tell people, Olamide is not farming. We're not doing Olamide because we want to do farming. No. The picture for Olamide is humongous. It's beyond collect cassava from you, sell it, and then play. It's bigger than that.
Wow.
So if you understand the future, I think Olamide is where you need to, because you need to play. And then when you're buying into Olamide, don't buy 3 plots.
No, it's never.
Don't buy 1 acre. Don't just buy acre. Buy acres.
Hectares.
And buy hectares. Hectares. And it's not just for the money part. It's not just for the money part, but it's also for your contribution into the energy transition. Because cassava is every year. So every year you are in this industry, you are in this, you are
turning over.
And then again, why you also should also look at Olamide Agro Smart City once again is, like I tell people, when you buy a house, let's say 120 million, 140 million, 150 million, right? 4 bedroom. Maybe you rent it out or use it to do shoplets. So now, how much do you realize from it? Let's say at most they pay you 5 million naira annually from it, and you're not even owning 1 full plot. You are on maybe a quarter of one on the plot. Do you understand? The same money you use in buying that house, you take that same money, put it in Olamide. Let's say 110 million gives you 10 hectares.
10 hectares, okay.
Because 11 million multiplied by 10 gives you 10 hectares. And then you are owning 150 plots of land that you can resell tomorrow, right? Now,
or you can build to become an estate tomorrow.
Or you can even mini estate. Become an estate. Mini estate tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't even thinking that direction. And then, when we do cassava cultivation for you, you get 3 million, right? 3 million multiplied by 10. That's 30 million.
That's 30 million annually.
If you do it 3 years, you collected your money for that land back. You still own 150 plots, right?
Yes.
So, which other sensible investment is this? If you decide, okay, I don't want people to cultivate for me, I want to manage 150 acres, 150 plots of land by myself. That's a lot of land to manage.
Okay.
So, let me ask you, which one is better?
You have already said the answer. I think it is better to invest in Olamide personally. Now, this is not me kidding. This is not me brushing anybody's ego. It's just being business minded. And okay, now please quickly let's move to the next question. Can they plant other farm produce? Is it just cassava?
Yes, you can actually do other products in that area. But we try not to do so much because they said when you chase 2 rabbits, you lose 1.
Okay.
Now, We are doing cassava because we have an off-taker for cassava.
Okay.
So if you are doing any other crop, you don't have the off-taker.
Okay.
So you manage the farm by yourself.
Okay.
But if we are doing the cassava, we can manage because number one, we have experienced agronomists, we have experienced farm managers that are working on cassava alone, and then we also have off-taker because in cultivation, what you're cultivating is not as important as the market that will absorb it.
That's true.
If you plant plantain and you don't have market that will take it,
buy it.
That plantain can
you eat it alone.
And then you understand that market changes. So it's rather that you have an off-taker that is telling you, I'm going to agree with you on this price for 1 year. I'm giving you 20% or less 20% value price reduction. So if prices of cassava goes more than 20% in the market, you are covered. If it is go below 20, you are still covered. It is outside of that range that we can now go back and negotiate with them.
Okay.
So we know we are safe. Yes. We have locked in with them. That's why I can promise you, we are promising you a particular amount because we have factored in all those costs. But if I'm selling in the open market, I cannot guarantee that with you.
That's
because
true.
You can wake up today, market prices
has dropped.
Or has dropped.
Yeah.
Usually when it drops, that's when it is, and which is truth. Because during rainy season, prices of cassava nosedive. It drops because there are a lot of cassava on the market that's looking for buyers, people to take it. So we have off-takers. So when they only started with dairy. They now extended to start doing cassava flour. They now started doing starch. They extended to sorbitol, to ethanol. No, they're all doing ethanol now, but they're going to start it. Meanwhile, from cassava, you can get 100 raw materials. So cassava is like crude oil. So Olamide is actually a refinery.
Oh. Wow. So please, the other question is how many, because you have said this is the amount that investors are going to be getting annually. 40% is a bold claim.
Yes.
So now how many tons of cassava do you project to produce per annum to give that 40%?
Okay, so we are using different varieties of cassava.
Okay.
So our projected yield per hectare is 25 tons of cassava.
25 tons of cassava. Okay.
Is our projected yield.
Okay.
Normally, some of the varieties that we're doing should be able to give you more than that. Okay. But in business, you plan with safety.
Yeah.
You can get more than 25 tons from cassava from the yield we are using. But if I'm getting 40 tons, and I'm promising you 40 tons, that means if there is a drop in production or whatever, I will have to go and look for the money to complete it. Okay. So we are playing safe with 25 tons, but the varieties we are using can do more than that.
Okay.
Do you understand?
So on a safe ground, 25 tons annually.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, clients are really worried that they have invested in farmlands in the past, and after a period of time, nothing starts coming again, like the developer stops sending in money and all of that. So here's the question: how long would this farming for clients last in Olamide?
Okay, so it's going to last as long as the client wants.
Okay.
But we're projecting 5 years, 10 years, because as a real estate development company, we are making money more. We will make more money from cultivation of cassava than on than on building. Because if I'm looking at my cost of acquisition of land in the city to build,
buying materials,
the cost of materials, the cost
logistics
of
movement,
everything, even government approvals, approvals for government, that cost is expensive for me, and I'll get less.
Okay.
But if I do cultivation, for instance, if I do cultivation on 50 acres of land, I know how much I'm going to get.
Oh, this man, clients, are you still there? I think you should not be there.
And
just
then when you build on a land, you have killed that land. That land cannot be used for any other thing.
Okay.
But when I am farming on a land, I am farming on that land first year, second year. I just need to harvest and I continue what I'm doing. So for us as a business case, farmland is more profitable for us than building.
Okay. So that brings me to the next question. So clients who would not want to continue, this is actually directly from a client, and I hope he's going to see this video. I'll share this link with him.
Okay.
Now, for someone who wouldn't want to continue with farming, Can they sell this land to any other person or sell to you people?
Basically, yes. When you want to exit,
Mm.
we can buy the land back from you.
Okay.
But if we are occupied at that point,
Yes.
we can connect it to some other person. But
Okay,
from
buyers.
experience, people don't sell properties that generate revenues for them.
That's it.
So
We
people
get
that sell property that is idle,
Mm.
because if you look at your investment portfolio,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that you own real estate with the fee. Are they income generating assets?
Mm-hmm.
Owning assets is one. Is that assets
Generating income.
Real estate can appreciate over time, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But before you appreciate, or as it is appreciating, is it bringing money for you? Imagine somebody who built a house. Yes, imagine somebody who built a house and now leaves that house to company. You will not sell that land now or that building because it's generating is on lease.
Yes,
and that lease is generating revenue for you.
Yeah.
So properties that are income generating or revenue generating assets, clients usually don't sell it. So I don't think anybody selling his land in Olamide maybe. And one thing again that we're also doing, I think this is the first video I'm saying it. Though I've told people one-on-one.
Okay.
So we are partnering with a financial institution as soon as the farming is completed to do a special financing project. So for instance, you are a client in Olamide Agro Smart City, right?
Okay.
You own 5 acres of land for us. So that 5 acres, this year you are going to get 1.2 million multiplied by 5, right? That should be like about 6 million.
Yes, that's 6 million.
6 million, right? Now, but you need funding for something, not gently. You don't come to us and say you need money. We connect you to our financial partners.
Okay.
They will give you loan based on your revenue.
Oh, beautiful.
In fact, I shouldn't say this.
You cannot be stranded.
You can't be stranded when you invest in Olamide. So, in fact, I shouldn't even say this. This is our secret.
This is our
secret source.
Our secret.
Only for our investors. People that have already invested with us.
Okay. So that should bring them now. They should bring them.
Maybe if they think it's good enough to join,
it should bring them.
So now you know that you have money coming in. Because people can have urgent financial needs, maybe to pay rent or to pay school fees, but your earning is not yet ready. Then
we cannot give you
facility in advance. So when we harvest, we now pay the people that gave you money. If there's still balance on what you have to earn, we now pay you the other balance.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. So one question: Are there any encumbrances on this property? Is it free? Is it good to go?
Number one, at least I showed you a document.
Yes, I'm just asking. I have the document.
You can show them. You can show them. At least it's from your state government.
Yes. Okay.
When we are doing property acquisition, we are careful with due diligence. We've done all the necessary due diligence. So the property from the government itself is free from all known government encumbrances.
Okay.
Which I'm going to share with you. You can upload that.
All right.
And then the property has CofO.
Okay.
So good thing we didn't buy from community, we bought from individual.
From individual
that owns the CofO.
Okay, yeah.
The one that we bought. So the CofO is a 99-year CofO.
Okay.
And the CofO was issued in 1986. That's about 39 years. So if it is a fake CofO, it would have been revoked. It would have been revoked. Do you understand what I mean? So that is what it is. So there's no encumbrances, no issues. We bought directly from the owners, and then our land is safe as well.
Okay. So here's one question: when will the land be ready? Because what we see right now is bush, and you have promised that when this land will be allocated, it will be allocated with cassava stem on it, like planted. When?
So you know this is farming season.
Okay.
So if you take notice on the site, machine had come there before.
Okay. Yes.
So, but we're taking off fully 18th of this month.
Okay.
And then we are planning, all things being equal, not just planning, we are actively planning to do allocation on or before 30th of June.
Wow.
So that's roughly about
less than
45 days from today.
Okay.
Less than or more, let's about 50 days from today.
Okay.
Let's say about 50 days from today.
Then that's it, and then yes.
So let's say 50 days from today. So which is possible because we just got some project managers on board So the project, once we get machines to the site, we start and we're clearing all the 150 acres
at the same
at the
time,
same time,
and then
so
start
cultivating
cultivating.
at the same time.
Okay, so clients who will be getting allocated in June, in the month of June,
they are getting
will be
land
getting
with
land
cassava
with cassava
on top of the land.
it. Wow, that's very, very good. Thank you so much. So I think this should be the final question. Is if you choose to, okay, if you choose to stop farming, now this is a concern that they have, because a lot of persons who have invested in farming in Nigeria, after a while, they said the company stops sending in money. So if your company now decides to stop farming, what should they, the clients, do? Like, is there something that, oh, you will not stop this farming that you have promised to? It's not something that you will do after 3-4 years. You will now want to say, you are no longer farming again. Is there something to show that, okay, this is going to be a contract if they are tired?
Okay. Let me say something like this, because I like clearing the ground before building on it.
Yes.
So, like people that have told us this, we have had these experiences before. I told them why those people stopped was because they are not the owners of those land. Those land were on lease. Any farming that failed in Nigeria failed because those people, operators, were not the owners of the land.
Okay.
So when you take a lease and you are coming back, they may likely increase the lease.
Okay.
Not likely, they will certainly increase the lease. Because as you are farming on that land, you are helping them to add value to their land.
Yes.
So they may give you a rate that you may not be able to pay. But what we are doing with Olamide is absolutely different. Clients are the owners of the properties.
Okay.
And then when you buy, we are giving you two documents. We are giving you landed documents showing that you own land with us, right? You own land in this estate. At that point in time, we don't own that land anymore. We as a company don't own that land anymore.
Okay.
Then we'll now come back again to tell you, okay, Mr. Client or Mr. Investor or Mrs. Investor, this is your land that you bought from us. We have a contract with you, farming contract. We do farming for you every year. So when we do farming every year with you, this is what you're going to get. Once of cassava you're going to get, this is the amount you're going to get from it. And then this is when you are going to get paid. Now, when we pay, we now renew that contract again with you.
Okay.
So every year we'll do that. When we complete the cycle of cultivation, we'll now come back to you. Well, while we're also doing this in two ways. People need to see that we can hold ourselves accountable for performance. Because if I lock in with you for 5 years, I mean, if I don't perform under 5 years, you still have a contract running. And in that, I may put a clause of if you are leaving before 5 years, this will happen, this will happen. But we say no. We are very honest people. We are open and honest. At least in 1 year, if you don't perform, I can't use the land next year. But if I do 5 years, I can continue be doing the farm and be telling you stories. But to see honesty and transparency. We are doing 1 year. When we pay you for the 1 year, we'll come back to you again. We'll renew for the second year. We come back again, we keep renewing. So every year, as long as you tell us that I am tired of doing cultivation. So I don't think we would stop. As a business, from a business standpoint, it's profitable to run it. And like profitable. For us, we know that it is a revenue, guaranteed revenue that is coming into our business. So why would I stop that? Why would I stop what is giving me money?
Something that's giving me money.
And then I didn't lease the land. The land are owned by the people that own the land and the one we are farming for. So there is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. And that's why if we are not committed, we're not going to build farmhouse, build office space.
Okay, yes, you should even tell us about the things that will be there.
Okay, like I'm going to show you a video.
Perimeter fencing.
Yeah, so perimeter fencing. So I'm going to play you this video. There will be perimeter fencing there to avoid vandalizing. People, intrusion. We're also putting physical security on the land as well.
Okay.
To guard the property. So there will be security people morning and evening shift.
Okay.
So they will have patrol vehicle within that. So I'm not trying to get you a video.
And you will share it with me, and then I can just.
So we're going to have an office in that property. We're having an office in the property, and then we call it an office and experience center.
Okay.
Which is where our agronomists, farm managers, even me, we'll be resuming there
Okay.
because we have to make it work.
Okay.
And then we're having farmhouse just for people who doesn't want us to farm.
Okay.
And they want to come and manage their own farm.
Yeah.
They will have an accommodation, but they will pay for the accommodation.
Okay.
Well prepared accommodation,
Okay.
and then you can sleep in the farm
Mm-hmm.
for as many days that you need to be on that farm.
Okay.
And then also planning to build a resort as well inside the farm as well.
Oh wow.
Because there is tourism attraction in that area.
In that area, yes.
The only natural suspended lake in the world is in just 1 kilometer from our farm.
Okay.
And then there is a tree. Not a tree. Yeah, there's a tree that looks like an elephant on top of that rock.
A tree that looks like an elephant.
An elephant tree, yes.
Wow.
Then that suspended lake is on top of that rock. The other one in the world is in Colorado, USA, but that one is artificial.
It's artificial, but this one is natural suspended lake.
So if you are climbing that mountain, if you are hitting the rock, you'll be hearing drums of water, like you're hitting drums of water. So
serious?
that rock is filled with water.
We have to be there.
No, we will.
Okay.
I will share you some of the videos when we visited.
Okay.
So there's a history of a woman, a story told about a woman who was being abused because she couldn't give birth to a child.
Okay.
So she came to that rock and then prayed. After praying, she now told God, any woman that will come here to cry for fruit of the womb, please answer them. And then she entered the water and never came alive to today.
Like the water does not have
it's
depth.
Bottomless.
What?
The rock is about 3 kilometers wide, and then it is about 433 meters high. So if you enter that place,
and people climb it.
Yes, it will take you 1 hour 30 minutes to climb it.
Oh, it's okay. We'll do it. We'll do it someday. So okay, right now we have. Okay, let me see. There was a question that was coming to my mind. I've forgotten. Whenever I remember, is our next question. Okay, now there are different. Okay, now that these values will be placed on this land, now everything, is there going to be a price increase, or Olamide is going to be the same price?
There's price increase is coming.
Price increase is coming. Very early in the morning.
Just like the joy. Just like joy is coming. Price increase
no, joy is going to come for you. Then for the client who is going to wait till later.
Price increase
will come.
Yes, yeah.
We have three, but we have three different options. Okay. We have
3 plots.
3 plots.
Which is selling for all inclusive price 2.6 million naira.
2.6.
And then for 1 acre, which is all inclusive price of 4.6 million naira.
Okay.
And then 1 hectare for an all inclusive price of
11 million naira.
Yeah. So if you buy 10 plots of that, 10 units of that, that means every year you'll be making 30 million
30 million naira
plus 150 plots of land.
Yes, I remember the question now. Is that can investors watch how their farms are doing from wherever they are?
Yeah, basically, what we're doing is part of the thing why we call it a smart city.
Okay.
Is we want to do what nobody else is doing. Do you understand? Okay. So we are going to have a CCTV on the farm.
Okay.
And then we are going to connect it on the internet. So that's part of why we're building an office presence in the office, on the farm.
Okay.
So they help to control and manage all those things.
Okay.
So we'll be sharing links to all our paid clients, subscribers.
Okay.
So from time to time, yes, only. So from time to time, you can go to your link and watch
check what's happening.
The stage of your farm. At least if we tell you that we are harvesting, you too can check it to confirm. If you say we have not harvested, you can also check there also to find out that we are doing that. So we just want to be open, as you know, because people think real estate business or agri business is very shady, and there's a lot of scam. No, come and see it with us, because the truth is that
so you don't even have to be there. Just with the link,
you just see what is going on in your farm. You know, because people
are skeptical.
People are very skeptical when it comes to real estate transactions. But we want to show them there are good Nigerians that are doing the right business. They are doing ethical business.
They are not interested in fraud.
They are not. We are not, because the truth is this: we would have come to you and said, "Okay, give me money okay, come and pay for land, and then give me money to cultivate for you. No be so?
Yes, give me money to cultivate for you.
For us to show you our commitment to the project, that money that you have paid us for the land, though, we're now taking that money to go and do cultivation
for you.
So when we now harvest, we then take our money.
Improved cassava.
Improved cassava.
Not the local.
No. Cassava that is as big as yam and as long as my arm. So when we do the harvest, you get, we now take out the money we spent on cultivation and now pay you the difference.
So please, MD, give them a final word, like, so that our hand not go there again.
Yeah,
to not be in your hand.
Yeah.
Please, one final word.
You know, they said you have to grab an opportunity in the lifetime of that opportunity. So this is opportunity of a lifetime. Many people say that it sounds too good to be true. There is, you don't know how much money people make in Ajayi until you visit that place. How many trucks of cassava did you see?
Uncountable.
Thank you. So I'm not promising, this is not Ponzi scheme, this is not Forex, this is not I'm not a money doubler. We are not even investment company. We are real estate company that is doing what your grandparents are doing in the village. You just take the land that you bought from us, cultivate it, make money, and then pay you for it. Because the truth is that the true wealth is in the ground. The true riches is in the ground. Yes. Farmers are not poor people. Let me say that again. Yes. Farmers are not poor people. And we're also telling a story that farming is not only done by old people. We are young. We need to show the world that young people can do farming. Because if you check now, young people, if you ask them to come and do farming, so you know they're going to
their mind is in the internet.
CBES, that's why they enter CBES and CBES swiped them.
Funny enough, I didn't even hear about CBES until it crashed.
So what we are doing is watertight. Is something that will last until the end of time, because farming has been existing from the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Farming will not go out of fashion because people will be hungry.
Forever.
Today, Nigeria is almost 300 million people. Though that is an official record. Official record is saying about 200 to 250 million. But I'm sure you are more than 250 million.
Yes, now.
Imagine providing food for just 10% of
those people.
That's 25 million people, right? Or 300, 25 million people. Or 30 million. Or 30 million people.
Let's see.
If they are paying you 1,000 every day to eat food, 2.5 billion every day.
5 billion
every day you wake up. So guys, we are telling you, what we're telling you is something that has been tested and trusted, something that you can confirm by yourself. And to safeguard against vandalism and other things, we are doing insurance on the farm.
Okay.
We are doing fencing on that land, and then we're putting solar lights and then solar powered CCTV, so that from anywhere you are, you can see it. Also, we are employing vigilantes, armed vigilantes that were buying bikes for patrol, because 150 acres of land is quite massive.
Yes.
That's about almost 1,000 plots of land. So we are taking these people to form patrol in that estate. At least to safeguard what you have there planted. I know that insurance also gives us coverage over flooding, fire outage, and then pest and disease. So that's what it is.
All right.
So guys, if you have not made up your mind, this is the project you need to buy. Thank you very much.
All right.
And meanwhile, yes, I didn't say this. Sorry that I have to say this. 2 universities is coming up just opposite us.
Yes.
You saw that university, right? 2 universities is coming opposite us. And then there's a road coming from the north to the south. That's from Sokoto to Badagry. They call it Sokoto-Badagry Highway. On that road you saw on the video of our property.
Yes.
That is the road that Sokoto-Badagry Expressway is going to pass.
Okay.
And that would furthermore open up that place. So I don't know. That's why we tell people 5 years, because that 5 years we're envisaging that property would have
opened up
so we can transit. So if you want to do farming, so you want to do residential, you can do that. And then also in that 5 years, that university would have been functional.
Yes,
you
because
can now
it's already built.
Yes, because you can now start providing accommodation for the students that are there.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. All right, esteemed investors, you have heard all you need to know about Olamide Agro Smart City. If you are yet to own 1 hectare there, please, this is the time. We have payment plans in case you don't have all the money. We have 3 month payment plan and we have 6 month payment plan. But you just make an initial deposit and have the rest spread over 3 or 6 months. And to those who are seeing me for the first time, my name is Gloria Ogada. I am the lead consultant of Anglo Homes. I help smart and forward-thinking investors like yourself create transgenerational wealth by bringing to them affordable yet genuine properties all across Nigeria. So if you are yet to hit the subscribe button, kindly subscribe, turn on your bell notification, share this video to anyone you think will be interested in this. And to my existing subscribers, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and sharing. Much more you've been investing, and I make no light of it. Until I see you in my DM. So lock up Olamide Agro Smart City. It's a bye for now.